You're tuned into News Across the Galaxy, where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
I got nothing clever to say. Oh man, perfect timing. They bailed me out. I got nothing to say, and Willis froze. Oh, this is great. This is a great start to this show. Well, welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. My name is Eddie. It's supposed to be Willis down there. It's kind of funny because I was thinking, like, man, I don't think we've ever done just the Willis and Eddie show, and I think we just broke the internet. There is no Willis. It's just Eddie. Willis will eventually come in. I've been on the other side, as you know. I've frozen up a lot of times, so the internet's gonna internet. He'll be back. In the meanwhile, I guess I'll start off by saying thank you to everyone who came by today. You know, the little community I'm trying to start here with the Galaxy. Sobriety, quite a few people came by and said hi. And they had some really kind words, and that felt really nice. Also, walking around when I walked in, I got a lot of shout outs for that too, and just a lot of positive feedback and a lot of nice words from a lot of people. Willis, we can hear you clicking. Welcome, Willis. Oh, not really. Willis?
No?
There it goes. Hey, what's up, Willis?
Oh, you can. Oh, nice.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Perfect timing. We're live.
I'm sorry. It's just I kind of got stuck at the Rose Bowl, so just kind of the traffic is crazy.
This is what happened. El Trafico living up to his name. The internet traffic.
For sure. That Wi-Fi 10 is crazy.
The Wi-Fi 10, the 710 fool.
Oh, sorry, that one.
Willis, welcome, bro. Welcome to the show. How are you, bro?
I'm good. Just having, I guess, a little bit of difficulties with the video, but my beautiful voice is still on, so we are good. Hey, Dancing Greg, let's go. Hey, woo. That's my move right there.
We'll have Dancing Greg there till you can make it back on. But yeah, there's a lot to get to, so I just started off with just thanking the people that came by to say hi and all the nice words they had for the community, the sobriety group that I'm starting, community I'm starting. So I just started off with that, but we do have quite a bit to get to. Oh, now I'm gonna start lagging too. That's what's up.
2 Dancing Gregs. Let's go.
Yeah. There are two games we got to cover. One, well, honestly, not excited to cover either one. We're gonna try to keep it as positive as possible. I just got back from the game against Minnesota. Spoiler alert, we won, so we were back on the winning column. We had to suffer a little bit to get there, but we got there nonetheless. But before that, what I hope is not the yearly tradition. This past Thursday, 4th of July game versus LAFC at the RoseBowl happened. Quick update: I still hate the RoseBowl. The atmosphere was awesome. The tailgates were pretty cool. You know, it was my first experience as far as the Trafico at the RoseBowl goes. But I ended up in the, I guess it's like a Galaxy fan like section, and I was there for a cool minute, and then I like stepped out of there. I'm like, oh shit, it was like really lively. Like there's just like people, it's like your Coachella vibes, you know. People are like parked in the grass and just tailgating, barbecuing, beer pong everywhere, and all other kind of activities. And they have Soccer Fest, which almost felt like a blast from the past. Like if you ever went to the Rose Bowl for the early years of the Galaxy, and that part was really cool. You know, just to be clear, what I don't like about the Rose Bowl is the traffic, and remains the same. You know, getting in and out of that place terrible. And then security was not doing great, or traffic control, whatever. There was a lot of miscommunication. They were sending us the wrong way at some point, but yeah, we got through it, and the Galaxy didn't. So
I remember Soccer Fest though when we were little. I mean, my first Galaxy game, that was what kind of got us excited. So I'm happy that they still do it, and it gives the little kids a chance to kind of have some fun before the game and kind of feel the atmosphere and fall in love with the game.
hey man, who cares about those kids? Why do they look at? Why do they look funny at me? I want to get my
Them
face
kids.
painted too.
Yeah, it's all fun and games, but it's kind of tough being in there at 6 in the morning just to get a good tailgate spot.
Mhm.
So
6 in the morning, and then you get out at 6 in the morning too.
yeah, facts.
But you know what though? Jokes aside, for the kids, it's kind of cool actually. Because they get that experience that we had. Some of the experience, some of the Galaxy roots, and what we had to go through when we went to games. What our parents went through to take us to these games,
Yup.
and
The
maybe I
traffic,
should
the traffic back
maybe
then, dude, that's
yeah,
crazy.
maybe I should be more grateful, right, that they took me to these games.
Yeah. I mean, I realize it now, but back then I didn't really realize it. I just remember being stuck in the car for a while.
What is you know when's the last time I went to the Rose Bowl? And I'll give you a clue. Well, it's a slight clue, but the last time I was there was with you.
Oh, I know which one. Yeah, that was a hell of a night too. I don't even remember how I left the fucking. I don't even remember how I left,
Yeah.
but it was that Chelsea Liverpool game, the friendly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. You know how long ago that was, I'm reminded how long ago that
Oh,
was. Do you
I
remember
still
who
live in
scored? You remember
still
who
live in
scored the goal?
LA. No.
Fucking John Terry.
Oh, that's right.
That's how long ago it
Man, we
was.
saw it from far too. We saw it from the other side.
Yeah, we saw it from row 436 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, front row.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, and they hit my car that night too when I was backing out.
Man, I lost my car. I just remember I lost my car that day.
Your car?
Whoa. Yeah, I lost my car, but then I found it on the golf course.
No, stupid. I drove that day.
See, even worse.
You still don't remember.
Are you
Like,
sure?
this is
No, I
news.
drove that day.
No, I did. They hit my Challenger.
Huh.
I was furious. It was a lease.
I don't
Trust me.
remember. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got to be one of those days.
yeah, trust me, it was that one. That's why, I was like, I'm never
Okay,
coming back to this place, and I just went back. But anyways,
and we
uh,
went back.
enough stalling. So the Galaxy, like I said, took on LAFC on the Thursday, 4th of July,
Mhm.
and the Galaxy came out with very similar lineup they had in the past 4 games, which was a 4-game winning streak. The first 4-game winning streak in Vanny's career as Galaxy coach. But
Mhm.
one big difference, and it's been a point of conversation these last few days, right? So, as we know, we're here at News Across the Galaxy. Everyone here is a big fan of Ricky Puig, including myself, especially me. And we had Ricky Puig start over Diego Fagundes. Willis, talk to me, Willis. When you saw this, given the way the Galaxy's form had been late as of late, how did you feel when you saw Ricky Puig starting or Fagundes in this big game?
I felt that this is what was expected. Um, I think we've been talking for a while. Well, I guess you've been talking for a while about Ricky Pooch maybe not fitting in well with the way that Vanny's system is working. And then he goes off injured the last 4 weeks. And lo and behold, the team starts playing well. It's a different dynamic. And gives Greg his first four win winning streak, right?
Yeah.
4-game winning streak. So in that aspect, I guess people are gonna question why you're starting Ricky Puig, but it's a El Trafico game. We've seen what happened last game at the Rose Bowl. Ricky Puig was a star, and it's kind of tough to make that decision where you're gonna bench Ricky Puig, one of the biggest games of the year, where he has proven to be the star. So this is what was expected. I would have done the same. So I mean, Vanny did what he was supposed to do, put in his best
That,
bench.
that was gonna be my next question. So that's what you would have done. You agree with starting him, even though
Yeah, you got to. If you have a Ricky Puig healthy, you have to find a way to get him on the field.
okay. Now that you saw the game, you still
Now it's a different story.
but
Yeah, Ricky is back to his old ways, huh?
but let's get into a little bit. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, it was maybe partially Ricky, but it's the team folded, in my opinion. It was just
Mhm.
it felt like they were shook. It definitely felt like we were not. They were the better team. It sucks to say, but it felt like that pretty early on, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was. I mean, a game of two halves. That first half was
Well, all soccer
was
games are two halves, fool.
well, a game of two different halves
Yeah,
with
first and second.
with different minutes. Well, look, the first half was definitely not our best half. Uh, they controlled the game for that first half. They were the attack. They had the most opportunities. They had the most danger. And the Galaxy it was just flat. It was just flat. They didn't start the game out right. They couldn't get anything going, and it just looked like that same stagnant team from last year, where we couldn't build anything up, and we just holding possession, and then we get countered, and all the danger comes onto us. So that's how the first half felt to me. I don't know how it felt for you.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree with that. And then I know we'll get into the second half, but like I saw a lot of people saying that, oh, it's because they switched Paintsell and Peck. That's why things changed. But I don't agree because I don't think it was that much better. And this LAFC was the away team, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so they're an away team with an away team with a 2-0 lead. They're going to let off a bit.
Yeah. I mean, those goals, they were kind of, well, I mean, the first goal was something.
Let's talk about that, actually. That first goal, it sucks, man. It sucks to see. And
Yeah.
I think, getting ahead of myself a little bit, I think he kind of paid the price for his defending today by not getting the start.
Mm-hmm.
But he did. I don't know. He did nothing, right? I guess it's safe to say he did nothing. Like he saw Kamara get a running start, and he turned. And I think in that case, you just if you're not going to get to him, go up, be a nuisance, throw him off his jump or something. It was just a very, very poor decision and not very common for Jalen, who we hold pretty high here.
Well, we haven't even said the starting lineup. What was the starting lineup?
Oh yeah, good point. So Jalen started, and so did Ricky.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
So we started with John McCarthy in goal, Yamane at left back, Neo and Yoshida in center backs. Out at right back, Cerrillo, Delgado, and Puig in the middle. Like I mentioned earlier, Puig replacing Diego Fagundes. And we had Joseph Paintsell and Gabriel Peck in the wings, and we had one day on Joveljic on top.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can get to that goal.
Now we can get to that goal. Well, yeah, I mean, set pieces, huh? Set pieces have been our Achilles heel the
Yeah.
whole year, and he basically just lobbed it up there, man, and said, "Hey, go get it, big fella." And a veteran, 39-year-old Kai Kamara out jumps a young stud, up and coming star, was supposed to be up and coming star, and just dunks on him. That's gotta be headlines, man. That's gonna be headlines because I've never seen somebody that old dunk on somebody that young. Just being honest, even in basketball,
Shit. Not even LeBron, huh?
not even well, he's not 39. He's 38.
Isn't he?
He's 38, isn't
I don't know. Well, let's not talk about
he?
LeBron.
Who cares? Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, that's impressive, you know. But still, like, you don't feel like Jalen could have done more in that situation?
Yeah,
At least some kind of effort.
yeah, definitely. I felt like he kind of was just ball watching, and then lost his mark. Kai Kamara comes in untouched and just gets to the ball first, man. It's where it wants it most in those corners, honestly.
Yeah.
Those are the type of plays that happen inside. So
Real quick, super chat, Adam, $5. Thank you, Adam. Do you know why Jovic and Fagundes were taken out early for tonight's game? Well, getting a little ahead of myself, but I'll just answer the Jovic one because that one I think might have not been seen on TV. Right at the half, right before the half, actually, he takes like a hit or something in the middle, or he goes down. I took my eyes off of him because it was away from the play. But when he does get up and the whistle goes, he's like obviously he's like very obvious that he's limping and he's holding onto his hamstring. So I'm gonna
oh
guess it was
man,
a hamstring injury. Yeah, and then that's why you see Miguel Berry come in, Sam Berry come in in the half.
unfortunate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and then we can get to that discussion. You know, I think that's something we may have to address. We're going into the summer transfer window,
Sheesh, for real,
so good timing.
man. Perfect timing for us to get all our people in there. This is
Uh,
perfect.
so where were we with the yeah? So that happened, right? But you know, we'll just kind of like just jump around in this game and move on because we're gonna have we have another game to talk about. But
Yeah,
it happens more than once. Don't forget.
yeah. Well,
And
that goal was actually after the third, fourth time, I believe, because they had a couple corners before, and they were. It was basically the same play, and Kamara was winning all of them. He just couldn't get the ball in the net, and then to that goal, they put it in. So
oh, they were on us, man.
yeah,
They they were on
I
us.
think
They hit the pole.
they hit the pole.
Kamara
Yeah, right.
Kamara had already whiffed the ball. Uh, yeah, he had to whiff the ball. They hit the pole, and then even on that rebound, Tillman like he whiffed it too. McCarthy had made a save.
Mm-hmm.
You
He had
know,
made
it
a
was
couple. He had made a couple already.
yeah. So
Well, going into the game, what do you think the game plan was for Vanny in the first place? Because that I don't think that was the game plan to get dunked on and and you know get
I,
dominated for the first half.
you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and say that wasn't. I don't think that was the plan either, bro.
What was his game plan then?
I'm not sure, dude. I don't know what Vanny had in mind, and I don't know if he thought that honestly, and it's not to say that we know for certain what would have happened if Fagundes started, right? And it's almost as if Vanny like just thought like, oh, let me just plug in Ricky and this is it's gonna go great. It's gonna go better because Ricky just learned. I man, honestly I'm clueless to know what Vanny's plan was. I didn't have a good feeling. I mean, you never do in El Traficos,
Yeah.
but man, do you got anything, Willis? I'm really trying to. I didn't actually think about that. What he was
Well,
trying to go for.
I do think part of it was that, like you said, that he was just trying to plug and play, basically. Um, We know that Ricky Pooch is one of the most talented players in MLS, but that talent also comes with some flaws. And one of his flaws is that he holds on to the ball too much and he comes down too much. We know that. We've seen it time and time again. He thought that seeing how the team played without him, that maybe he might adapt to it. And in that San Jose game, he did kind of adapt to it. So maybe he thought, hey, this is one of the biggest games against our biggest rivals. He's got to adapt. And he didn't. And so when that happened, that's when you're kind of like, oh, what now? What now?
And
Oh, oh
the thing
no.
the thing is like against a team like that, that's like one of the worst things you can do, right? Is hold
Yeah.
because they're a fast team themselves, and they like to hit you fast,
Hmm.
and you're giving them a chance to set up. You're giving them when they're coming at us fast, and it's the best thing you do is hit them back fast. But instead, we have someone that picks up the ball in the final third, and you know what? I should have clipped the audio because Vanny kind of just talks about that and how like when he picks up the ball in his final third that he also removes somebody for the offense
Hmm.
when he does that.
Well,
And
that's kind of what was happening because you saw Peck not have the same space.
yeah,
You saw Painter not have the same space. You saw Delgado and him making the same runs.
yeah.
So it kind of threw the whole chemistry out that they had in the last 4 games, and it was evident. It was evident that the chemistry with Pooch is different than the chemistry without Pooch.
By the way, people that are listening, I'm usually the Ricky hater, and Willis right now his tone has changed quite a bit. So
No, well, it was for this game. I'm just kind of seeing it from a perspective at watching the game. I was watching the game and I'm like, yo, what's going on here?
yeah,
What's happening? And then this was the first half, mind you.
yeah, yeah,
The
and
second
then
half was a way different story. I will
yeah,
give you that. I will give you that.
and then let's just get off the Ricky hate a little bit. It wasn't just him, this game.
No, absolutely not.
The wingers Peck and
Painter,
Paintsill were not having a great game. The defenders were getting eaten up. Oh man, our wingbacks were put on
man,
skates.
Yamane,
Pretty
Yamane, and now the sheesh, poor Alde.
had him dancing like Peso Pluma out there, bro.
I know, Peso
Uh,
Alde.
Peso out there. I don't even know if Peso Pluma dances.
We know Greg does. Hey.
Yeah, dancing great, dancing great. Oh man. Um, but yeah, no, it was ugly all around. The only person that was doing good, I think, was McCarthy. McCarthy's big saves in the first
Yeah,
half were the
yeah,
bright spot.
keeping us in it. And then you know what was really it was really bad that the goals came in towards the end of the half because that's
Mm.
shifted the momentum. That penalty came, I think it was like 3 4 minutes left until the half, till halftime. So another penalty. What the fuck, dude? What is it with them and penalties?
I mean that out there, that was another. Oh man, he was having a nightmare
He
game,
was
huh?
having a bad game, yeah. And then he gets subbed off in the second half too. So horrible.
Yeah, that one was for an injury. That was
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. He was having a bad game and just having a bad day. And just bad day.
All right,
Bad day out there.
let's forward to the second half because obviously we don't want to talk about this much longer.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it was a better half, so I did like the second half much better.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it wasn't great, but again, I think it is a combination of switching the sides and and the team the away team letting off a bit. More
Hmm.
protecting the lead than anything.
But that early, no, I think they made some adjustments. I thought switching the wingers was an adjustment that they made.
And Nelson
Uh,
coming in.
the Nelson coming in, I think, was huge because after he came in, it wasn't the same attack for LAFC on that left side. So they made some adjustments. Definitely looked more dangerous in the second half. Had a lot of chances. I'll give you that. And a lot of them were created through Ricky Puig as well. So Ricky giveth and Ricky taketh.
But adjustments. But then there were other adjustments, dude. And I think these are something that where Vanny's again coaching comes into question, right? We had despite how I feel about Dejan Joveljic, 78th minute, we're only down by 1 at this point. You have Miguel Berry come in, and you have Cirio come out for Fagundes, and you have Cuevas come in for Yamane. Those subs are strange because Paintil not having a great game. It's a little late for Fagundes to come in when he's been like the hot hand and for the last 4 games.
Yeah.
And I guess they're just trying to pick up the pace for Yamane because he was the creator. He was the most dangerous player for the Galaxy in that second half.
Yeah. Basically, Yamane and Peck in that second half. Yamane and Peck linked up with that goal too, right?
Yeah.
So they were the most dangerous players in that second half.
He stole that goal from.
You think he did? I don't think so. I think it was a pass. No, I don't care. I had Peck on my fantasy, so that's why I'm like, nah, it's cool.
Take whatever you want.
Peck got it.
Yeah. No, that goal, man.
We gotta
give credit to Yamane. Yamane just
very nice, very nice. He's been playing really well these last couple games. And he's been showing that he definitely has that in his game where he can go forward and create attacks. He can create chances. Something that in the beginning of the year we weren't seeing. And maybe it's because he wasn't given the liberty to push up as much.
Yeah. All right. So let's put a bow on this game because we lost. Shout out to all the fans that went out.
Shout out.
Afrojack, that was fun. Right. They only did a pregame set this time. Every other artist, it's been a halftime as well. And this is like the one I would have wanted to see more than anyone to do a halftime as well. But we only got 1 dose of Afrojack, which fuck it, it's all good. It's been my favorite one so far. I know everyone has different taste in music, but it goes hand in hand with the Coachella vibes outside in the tailgating. And and then the music, right? So it was very fitting for
Afrojack. I don't know who that is, but is he a rapper?
Yeah, sure. Right. He's a children's cereal.
Nice.
Well, actually, talking about Afrojack, and before we give out awards for that game, which we'll do real quick, we had. Here we go. Let's see. What am I doing here? We had our first kit sighting in the wild.
Ooh.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That's a big win right there, baby.
That might have been the best part of the night, right?
I didn't even know this was out.
It's not out yet.
Big dubs, baby. Let's go. We win in the stands.
That's stupid ass. The numbers are a very nice touch.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I think nice. That's like, I don't know. The number is just like chefs. Oh yeah, this was, by the way, good photo credit to Chewy. Chewy's now friends with Afrojack because he like stood right by him. So we didn't get no one. But
Afrojack?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Hercules Gomez.
Oh
That's cool.
shit! Oh my god! He said Nicholas Gomez.
Afro Gomez, baby. That's
Jesus.
cool. Was not expecting that man to look like that.
Yeah, you expect like an afro, right?
Yep, that's exactly what I expected.
Oh man. Yeah, so that was a win. Now let's do some awards. We'll kind of rapid fire these, I guess. Let's go with Gio. Gio award for this game. What has you got one? Oh no, I lost Willis again. That's cool. All right, so I guess I'll take over from here. So Geo award for that game. It's gonna have to be. I mean, the easy choice would maybe be Vanny, right? Vanny would be a choice. I would do double because, well, I guess I could do the BJ and the Geo award. We'll give Vanny the BJ, right? One is, despite the way I feel about Ricky Puig, I think you feed the hot hand. You're in a 4-game winning streak with a certain lineup. You have a player that's still human, right? Regardless of what talent you have, he's still human. Coming back for injury, you're gonna put him in to start in a big game. That's questionable for me. And so Vanny's gonna get the BJ, and then the Geo Game is Off award will probably have to go to Joseph Paintil. And I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's actually had back-to-back bad games against LAFC, right, where he was not effective whatsoever. So that one is easy for me. Joseph Painsil, a guy that we've all like grown to love in the Galaxy since first put on a uniform, has kind of been a letdown as of late. Not exactly not sure what's going on with Painsil, but definitely deserving of the Game is Off award in this game. Willis, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's back.
Hey, yo, I'm back, baby.
Yeah, so I
Back
was
and
just
better than ever.
trying to do rapid fire on the on the awards. So I did
Okay.
I did a BJ and a Geo award. I did BJ for Vanny, and I did Game is Off for Joseph Painsil.
Okay. Yeah, I think BJ and Gio is deserving of this game just because it was just a bad game for the Galaxy. Um, I think the Gio award for me would have to be Jalen Neal. Um, Getting dunked on, it's not a good look on you, kid. Um, we expect more from him. He's been one of our best defenders this year, and just wasn't his day, unfortunately. So for me, with the Gio, going to be for Jalen Neal.
Yeah.
The bad job, I think, had to be Vanny as well. And I think that supersedes the Geo award as far as the mistakes that were made. I think Vanny should have put Fagundes in from the beginning and found a way to put him and Ricky Puig together, which, I mean, pay the price for it. So the BJ is going to go to Vanny as well.
And we got another super chat. Alex Gutierrez, Guti, shout out to Guti. Congrats, Guti.
Ayo.
Guti actually had a photo up in one of the galleries that I'm sorry, I'm gonna totally mess this up, but one of the Galaxy fans puts together along with the other Galaxy photographers, and Guti got his first picture up in display.
Ayo.
But anyways, $4.99 super chat from Guti says Paintil has been off. Kind of worried, a little bit too, man. But let's just hope it's just a little funk he's going through.
You think it's an injury? You think he still kind of feels it?
Yeah, you know what? Yes. I wanted to name this episode Joseph in Pain Still? Question mark.
Nice.
But I just went with the title that I went with. So I maybe, and then we'll talk about it the end because I think it carries on to this next game.
If you can see, yeah, if you can see my background, this is kind of what I wanted to name it, and we'll get to it right now.
Oh shit! The
Or you
theme
want me to
keeps
tell
going.
you
Sure.
for the next episode? I mean, for the next game, for me, mine was gonna be En el bar, la miras más sabrosa. We got
Don't
saved
quit.
by the bar, bro.
Don't quit your day job. Uh,
I won't.
you got heart, man. Who's got heart, man? Who's got heart in this game?
Who had heart?
Shit. Oh, oh no. He's gonna be the. I have my next standing. I guess. I guess.
Well,
You
for
got-
me, the You Got Heart Man, it's gonna be the keeper, McCarthy. McCarthy kept us in the game in the first half, so May I kept it close, and then we ended up scoring, and it was a close game. It was a close game, and then McCarthy was a big reason why. So I think McCarthy gets that Heartman award.
Damn, I don't even know who I want to give you got heart, man. I feel like Fagundes. It's. I'm just gonna go Fagundes just because. No, wait, not Fagundes. I'm tripping. God damn it. I was gonna go Yamane, but it's like he was putting skates and he at least kept going. I guess he was showing heart. I don't know, but the You Got Heart, man, is just like a wash for me. The next standing is definitely for me was McCarthy because McCarthy kept that defeat respectable. It could have got ugly.
Yeah, true,
He-
true. But I'm keeping my word. I'm not giving him the next standing.
Oh
until we're
yeah.
back. Until we're back. Are we
Freaking-
back, Eddie?
No,
No.
no, and that it has to do with the next game as well. We could talk
Yeah.
about why they're not back, right? Even though we won today.
Mhm.
I think that's also telling that we're not back. My
Yeah.
opinion.
These are facts. Well, I guess next Sunday was McCarthy for you, right? And then I'll just do this one quick. For me, it was going to be Peck. Peck has been the most dangerous weapon that we've had in these last 4 or 5 games. Continues to show it. Has had a goal contribution in each one of these games. He's on a roll. He's hot. He's Peck. Next.
Yeah, he's back. He's definitely it. He's real, right? He's showing what we paid for, and it's funny. He was off to a slow start. It's
Yeah.
such why can't they all be on fire at once? You know, 2 years
Spit hot fire.
T-
Spit hot fire.
2 years ago, I was on the Ricky train as well.
True. I still am. I still believe in Ricky.
I mean, I hope he gets it. It's still possible. It's not like he's a terrible player. It's just
Well, I think Vanny is going to have to step in. And you know what? In this game, he kind of showed what he has to do, which is put Fagundes and Ricky Pooch on the field at the same time.
interesting.
That's the move. I think, is going to be the big move that's going to unlock everything. It's going to open Pandora's box.
Interesting. All right, then in that case, let's move to game number 2. So, no more Rosebowl. Yay!
Hey, yo. We added that traffic.
Yeah. Now, no more Trafico. Now to Minnesota or whatever. The Northern Lights. Aurora Borealis. So, the LA Galaxy tonight on a Sunday night took on Minnesota United FC, I think is their whole name.
FCSC or what is it?
I think it's FC.
Oh.
Or Borealis. Anyways.
Whatever. Who cares?
They came out with the following lineup. You're going to notice a couple changes here. McCarthy in goal. Yamane Cáceres replaces Dio as the center back partner for Yoshida. Nelson replacing Alde, which Alde did not even suit up, assuming their groin injury was still an issue. And like Willis had mentioned, you got Fagundes, Delgado, and Puig this time in the center. Was this the first? I'm not sure if this is the first time we see that trio. Might be. And then we had Peck and Painso out wide again, and Dejan Joveljic starting on top. Now I'll start real quick, and then I'll ask you how you felt when you saw this lineup. I saw this lineup and I thought it doesn't matter. Minnesota's trash. That's literally all I thought.
No, no, it mattered, and I think because of injuries. Well, you know what? Nelson played really well today, but I think because of injuries and because of the double game week, he had to switch. He had to rotate the lineup. But I think it worked to the favor of the Galaxy because having Puig and Fagundes on at the same time, I think gives freedom to both of them, and it helps with the ball movement. Even though Ricky Puig does hold on to the ball too long, so with Fagundes and Puig in there, I felt really confident. And Delgado is just always consistent. You already know what you're gonna get from Delgado. He's gonna run 100 miles per game, and he never tires. So he's gonna be all over the field, which he was today. And then Nelson, man, what can I say about that guy?
Yeah. No, Nelson is.
I love me some Nelson now.
Yeah. No, definitely. We're talking about it there on the sideline. We're like, if he figures out a partner how to partner with Painsell, he's gonna give out that run for his money. I think that's how good he's been.
Yeah, well, that's honestly what my thoughts were as well. Watching this game as it transpired, I was like, man, Nelson, he's definitely making us a case for him to be the starting left back. So, and then with his injury, it's just open the doors up for him.
Yeah. So let's get into this game a bit. I am gonna steal a page from our friends at La Cuna Galaxia.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna describe this game in one word, which was uninspiring.
Why uninspiring?
Dude, I don't know if it was the atmosphere because Sunday night game, long weekend. People probably getting were out of town or getting back from town. There's some things going on with the supporter groups, which they can't. They got some privilege taken away, so the noise wasn't as loud,
Mm.
and or it could be the fact that I was up early at 6 in the morning so I can go play soccer and ended up playing goalie.
Heyo.
It could be that, but it just was like it was a bit of a snooze fest, man. And I'm getting ahead of myself, and to me that goes hand in hand with not hand in hand. That is more proof to me like they're not back. They lost a big game, which is okay. No team is perfect, right? You lose a big game or an important game or to a tough opponent, you shrug that shit off, and you bounce back, and you fucking destroy whoever comes up next. Especially when you get to go back home, which although
Yeah.
even though the Rose Bowl is technically a home game, it's not home to them. So here you have a short week, a chance to fucking make up for it and forget about that. And to me, it almost felt like like they were like affected by it and like they were emotionally drained or something. Something was off from the get go in this game for me. Maybe it was different on TV, but I know like everyone I was sitting with, it was just like, dude, I was like, I need more caffeine.
I think that's what it was. I think you're spot on as far as the ambiance, the Sunday late night. People are just ready for Monday. That's what it was. They just ready to get the next week started, and that's kind of how the game felt as well. Not gonna lie.
So it felt the same on
Um,
TV.
yeah, it did. And then, I mean, the atmosphere wasn't the same, but I guess that's what it was. I wasn't aware that I guess the supporter groups were limited on what they could do. I was not aware, so that's probably why. Either
Oh,
way, I mean, they should have been up here. They should have got out there, guns blazing after that loss. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, even as non-pros, when you play, and even if like people that play for multiple teams, right? You've played during the week and the weekends. You could have, even on a personal level, you could have a bad game, and you can't wait to get that next opportunity. And when you do, it's like, and then again against a weaker opponent, I feel like you should
well,
have.
we need to bring that up that Minnesota, before this stretch of games that I think it's six in a row that they've lost now.
Yeah, now it's 6. Yeah,
Yeah, they actually were in the running for supporter shield with. winner. So they were up there up top, first, second, third place in the beginning of the year. So
That was in the first game when everyone has 0 points for Lex.
that's not true. That's not true. They've had so many injuries. They have so many people out in international duty, so they're hurting as well.
Yeah.
But you're right. Right now, they're not having a good stretch of play, and we should have taken advantage of it. We should have smashed this team. Still got the win. Still got the win.
We did. And we also got a super chat.
Heyo.
$5 from Grace Contreras. Amazing how the Galaxy struggled against a team that would Amazing how the Galaxy struggled against a team we should have beat from the start. Without the keeper saves and VAR, we would have lost. Cuevas, thumbs up.
En el bar, la vida es más sabrosa. I told you.
Well, let's get into this game, right? It was maybe they were luring Minnesota to sleep too, because the first goal, beautiful goal by the way. It was just bang bang bang. That's all it was.
Bang bang bang.
It was Ricky, nice ball over the top to Yamane. Yamane first time to Peck, and Peck.
He's hot. He's Peck.
I wish I had words in Portuguese to say. I was trying to think of something I couldn't.
Obrigado.
Joga bonito. Beautiful goal. Beautiful play, right? It was just a quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, lured everyone to sleep and just bang, bang, bang.
Well, you know what? That's kind of the way Vanny started playing in the beginning of the year. Possession ball. People were having all their 11 players back there trying to close off the lanes, and you kind of have to lure them and lull them to sleep, and then bang, bang. That's how you score. You got to. That's the only way to do it when everybody's down low in the block. Yeah. So you kind of have to find your chance however you can get it.
You know what, though? I should go back on something, right? I talked about, like, even on a personal level, you want to redeem yourself and stuff. After a game like that, Peck was pecking.
Peck was definitely pecking the whole game.
Yeah,
loved it. Even I think before the goal, man, he had a play when he went in between two players, and he did that little like backflip to himself. Oh,
yeah. Every time he touched the ball, all I heard was yeah. Oh shit! No, yeah, man. That man definitely had his Samba shoes on. He was even this play that was called off, and he had like a defender in front of him, and he like got like the craziest first touch when he flicked it over him. I was like, dude, what the fuck? He was just automatic today. So I should definitely go back on what I said. There was one person on the field that wanted to make up for the night he had. But talk about asleep. And we could is there something else you want to touch on the first half?
It's just Vanny had to make adjustments. That first half, I thought was good. Wasn't the best, but we got to see the Ricky Puig and Fagundes pairing. Wasn't so bad, honestly. That trio in the middle looked like they were being the veterans that they are and the experience that they have. We're just moving the ball around left to right. I thought it was a good half. And the goal came from them playing the ball within each other, and yeah, I thought it was a good half.
Yeah. No, I mean, we weren't in any immediate danger. At least not that I could remember. I haven't looked back, and I was kind of tired of it.
Not in the first half, no.
But yeah, even there wasn't the normal Ricky that I complain about that I can think of. I will say that Painsil this was the third half from the Rose Bowl. He carried on.
Yeah, I I feel the same.
and don't know. As I made the joke earlier, is he in pain still? Right? It's a lot of things like the explosiveness. I was pointing out to Edgar. I was sitting next to Edgar. Edgar, he just had his head down. Like every time he would like mess up, like it feels like it's just mental for him. Like he's just down on himself. It's not the guy that first walked in to the building. And I don't know what's going on. It's even though I say like we ask if he's still hurt, it's hard to buy that he's hurt, right? Because we saw when Ricky's hurt, he was out for what 5 games, whatever. How long were we playing good for? 4 games. No, but yeah, in all seriousness though, like it's hard. It's hard to believe that it is an injury because like we showed it with Ricky. When someone's injured, we do take care of them now. We've gone past the well, hopefully. No, that's actually not accurate because we did that to Ricky last year. I was gonna say we've gone past the old habit with when we had the butcher as the
No, yeah, like you said last year, Ricky had a baseball for an ankle for about 2-3 months afterwards, huh?
yeah, something like that. But Vanny said he was okay, so he was okay.
He's fine. He's okay. He's okay. No, I mean, paints might be more of a mental thing, honestly. Um, I know from personal experience after an injury that you're always wary of the injury. So maybe him knowing that he's had this hamstring injury, he's kind of wary of it, and he has it in the back of his mind that if I explode the same way I did the time I heard it, it's gonna happen again. And
Yeah.
I know you've had those same injuries before, so maybe you can kind of talk on it a little bit more as well.
Well, one, I was never that fast. No,
So
but
was it more instead of exploding, was it a buildup or?
no, but in all seriousness, though, no, it is true. Like when it comes to hamstring injuries, it just those things linger, and I can only imagine someone that is that explosive, right? Like just
Mhm.
he probably holds back, maybe even still feels like some tightness on there, and that's why he does hold back. It's because it's weird. He couldn't even get away. And I'm jumping ahead a little bit. There was chances where he could have just took off on these people on one-on-ones, and he wanted to cut in on them like
Yeah,
every time, and it was very strange. Had a bit of a sitter in the first half too. It's not just the speed; it's a lot
that's
of
true.
things. So
Because in that LAFC game as well, he missed one, right?
yeah, he missed
Along with the keeper.
towards the
Yeah,
end. Yeah,
man, he's just not in good form, and I think it's more of a mental thing. Um, maybe couple games, a couple games in, he gets that confidence back, and we get the same old paint still we got in the beginning of the year. Hopefully, hopefully.
I'll get any help. So halftime, like I mentioned earlier, we were watching, and then I pointed out I saw Dayon get up, and he was like holding his hamstring, and he wanted like right at halftime, and the team was started heading to the locker room, and he kind of was heading towards the bench and talked to a trainer or something. So we pretty much knew something was wrong there, and well, here we go. Right, that's gonna open up discussions, I think, in a bit for
Yeah,
what we might have to do in this transfer window, which is
transfer window is
soon.
open. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of limited, I think, what we can do, and we're still
Well,
rumored.
actually, I have a question because I've actually have not been keeping up with this part of it, but
Mhm.
what is going on with Brugman and his injury?
Oh, you know what? I'm in a chat, and I haven't not been able to confirm it. Someone can confirm this on the chat. On the chat here. That'd be great. But apparently, he was placed on the season-ending injury
There
list.
you go. That's what I wanted to know because that is going to open him up up a plethora of options for us because he was basically on a TAM contract.
Yeah.
So now you have that open for you. You have that avenue to bring in somebody up top.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that's true. And I don't know what his contract's like, but we said this already, right? We've said that he is a tradable asset. At
Hmm.
this point, I think you kind of focus
At this point, yeah,
because Cerillo is that guy's the future. You know, you could sign
is the
him. And
future. Yep. I still, talent wise, I still at this point would prefer Brugman, but I already know that the trajectory that Cedillo's in, he's gonna at some point surpass what Brugman is now. So
no.
you have to hold on to Cedillo. I think he's an unquestionable player that needs to stay. Brugman, unfortunately, especially with these injuries, he can't stay healthy. I mean, this might be the last time we see Brugman. I'm not sure. I hope not, but yeah, he seems like the most obvious player that you would need to trade and bring somebody in. And if he really is on the season ending injury list, I mean that opens up that slot and an international spot, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So uh, good and bad. So let's take the good with the bad.
Let's not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Man, do you not want to go to the playoffs? Do you not want to go lose in the first game of the playoffs, first round?
I don't actually.
No.
I
Okay.
don't want to. I
Just
don't want to
curious.
lose. Um,
No. Okay.
but anyways, let's continue with the second half. So we could touch on the whole Brugman thing after. So I think it was a bit of the pain still show now, and not in a good way. In this
Mhm.
second half, it was a frustrating pain cell. I was a frustrated Eddie watching, and it was just now it's fourth quarter, right? He carried on all the way from the Rose Bowl. I he a lot of wasted balls, a lot of just poor passes. Even like these short yard passes that he tried to do, and he would like do it, and he like a kid that just got yelled at every time he made that mistake. Uh, with Miguel Berry, actually, I think he didn't do too bad, and I gotta say that I don't think Dejan was very effective in the first half, and I think Miguel Berry was doing a good job of being the what you call like a post,
Yeah.
and might have helped to spread that ball wide a little bit. Still wasn't much happening. I feel like Peck didn't get as much of the ball in the second half as he did in the first half, and
Still dangerous though. Still
yeah,
dangerous every time you got the
oh
ball.
yeah, the guy doesn't need much.
Yeah.
Doesn't need much to be dangerous. But with that, man, that I didn't really get a good look at it. But that goal that Minnesota gets on us, in comes Pookie. We're like, oh shit, this guy's a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pookie's a killer. Stay off the Pookie. So that goal was so lazy. Like he just walked. It felt like he just walked up.
Nobody stepped up.
Yeah,
Nobody stepped up.
he walked. Even I felt like the shot he took wasn't. Oh damn! Studio's falling apart. Even the shot he took didn't seem like it was a great shot. Like there was much on it, and
Yeah.
what the what the hell? How did you see it on TV?
Um. Well, that's exactly. I can't really describe it any better. It was just he walked in from the midfield, basically walked to the top of the box. Sadia was trying to come back. I think it was a counter. It was a quick counter. He happened to get the ball in the midfield, just kind of jogged into the top of the box and saw his chance. Nobody stepped up. He's like, all right, fuck it, y'all gonna let me shoot. He takes a shot. We know Pookie. Pookie's gonna Pookie, bro. He was out there golden booting with Norwich City, man. I mean, the guy can score. He's a proven scorer. So he saw his opportunity, took it, and put it in the back of the net, man. That was a great shot too. Curved it around the defender. Maya Yoshida should have done better. He knows it. You see it on his face. he knew he should have stepped up. McCarthy told him he should have stepped up. So it was just bad defending. I think he should. It should have had somebody should have stepped up.
I mean that bad defending isn't just the defenders of the CDMs. Who was it at this point? I think
That was Cedillo. Cedillo was already in. He was chasing him, but it was a counter, dude. He got him on a counter.
that's the slowest fucking counter I've ever seen.
You know what? You're right, but it's just that's how it happened, though.
Oh my god.
It was a slow motion counter.
The tortoise and the hare.
Yeah, it was weird, but man, at that point, what were you thinking? Because I was thinking, are we back to the same galaxy from the beginning of the year?
Dude, I was thinking, honestly, like, I think we might lose this game. Because it was just, it didn't feel like it was happening, right? And I know sometimes you got to win ugly, but this was a team that's on a losing streak, and this was ugly.
Yeah.
Vanny ends up doing, another sub that when it happened, it was questionable. Obviously, it turns out to be something great, but he pulls out Nelson and brings in Cuevas, and with that he switches.
True.
Yeah, he switches. He switches Cuevas to the right and brings Yamane to the left.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why? Like, why? Nelson's been solid, right? But
That's true, because Nelson up to that point was having a great game.
yeah, yes,
He was having a great. I was loving it, dude. He was, like I said, making his opportunity count, proving that he probably should be the starting left back.
Yeah, no, all these comments. If you look at the comments that we're having on the live feed here on YouTube, it's all about Nelson. Look, Nelson.
Heyo.
Nelson. See? Oh, Nelson, dude.
It's all coming up, Nelson.
But it took a moment of brilliance to win us this game, right? Ricky Puig plays a ball wide to Mauricio Cuevas. Mauricio Cuevas takes a beautiful touch. Whether it's intentional or not, I think it was intentional.
That's what I was about to ask you.
Yeah. I think it was because the way his run, he didn't like stutter. I was like, oh shit! It seems so like it flowed very nicely. He fooled me if it wasn't on purpose. But,
okay, I'll believe you, Eddie.
And he finds himself in open space, plays the ball, and Gabriel Peck is like,
Hey, yo.
I'm cashing in. We're stealing this. We're stealing this.
Yo. Give him that Yamane special, baby.
Dude.
You sure? Are you sure?
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah.
Yo, and towards the end of the game, was it 88th, 89th minute, huh?
Yeah. 90th, I think, already.
Yeah. That was something. That was something. I really liked that play because it showed that, first of all, Ricky Puig was pushing the issue and he can create. That's why you put a player like Ricky Puig on the field, because he can create these type of plays. And then you have a Cuevas coming in as a sub, which proves that, Vanny does have some sort of plan. So that works out. And then at the end, Peck coming into that goal proves that he also is on quite a hot streak. So all the three players proved Vanny right, unfortunately.
and then Vanny looks like a genius, right, for that sub now.
Exactly. Now I have to sit here and praise fucking Varney.
Varney. Oh, man. So I guess Gabriel Peck's cash in was successful, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we got the win, right?
Yeah.
We got that 1, 2, 3.
So it was an ugly win, but a win nonetheless. I guess you carry that momentum now. Now you get another chance to shrug it off in about a week's time. But for now, let's give some awards. I'm getting tired, and after that, we'll go through questions. and then we could go to sleep.
Hey yo.
Dope. All right. So which award should we start here? I think one's a sweep. Game is off.
Is it a sweep for you? I was gonna
Uh,
say Yoshida.
hmm. Hmm. You
Who
been
do
got
you
me.
have? I have.
You got me thinking. I had paint sale.
Okay. Well, it was between them two, honestly.
Yeah.
But Yoshida, like you said, game is off. Painter hasn't played this way for the last, like you said, 4 quarters. So for
But
me,
it's not his.
Yoshida,
But it's not his game yet. So his game is off.
yeah. I mean, Yoshida, this was definitely not his style. He usually steps up to those type of plays, and I thought Yoshida had a game. His game was off today.
Interesting. What do you think about Cáceres
Painter,
today?
Casares was he's alright. Nothing bad, nothing spectacular. Just good old solid veteran play.
All right. Oh, we got the one and only Rocio here, huh? Says Gio definitely Ricky.
With the Ricky picture on. That's what's up. Like
I
that.
know.
That is what's up.
Oh shit.
Love it.
That's hilarious. You got Heartman. Maybe the next two will be sweeps. I'm gonna go with you got Heartman. It's got to be Nelson, right? The
Hell
Geo is
yeah.
hard to ignore. We gotta do Nelson as the you got Heartman. Man, what a performance by Nelson, dude. There was a play. I don't know if you remember. It was in the second half where someone like cut down the middle and he was like on a one-on-one and he like slid almost
The
from behind.
slide, yes.
Jesus,
The
dude.
slide and then kick back the ball with the
Yeah,
heel. Bam.
that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that was beautiful. So yeah, Nelson is just what a shift he put in, dude. And
Yup.
Alde needs to be careful right now because
Definitely.
I like Alde and he could be for the future, but right now Nelson's definitely putting up an argument why he should be starting.
hmm I agree. So this one, I guess, is going to be a sweep, just like the sweep he did that on that play.
I like that. Good job. and,
Still not quitting my day job.
yeah, don't trust me. You don't want to do that. And now I think another sweep. The prestigious next standing award.
It's the money in the
Mr.
bank, baby.
Mr. Money in the Bank, Mr. Peck in the Bank, Mr. Money in
Money,
the
money,
Peck.
money, 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 money.
Yeah, man, Peck was
Yeah,
pecking.
heck was packing.
He's showing why now. He's showing why we paid so much for him.
Yep. He's worth it at this point. There's no argument that he's definitely one of the best players on the field when he's on. He has been on a tear recently. His last 5 6 games, in every game has had a goal contribution, whether it be a goal or assist or both. He stays hot. He's hot. He's Peck.
Yeah, go to Peck. What else? What else could I say? Right, that guy is just he's a DP. Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
while like since we've had a home run, and well, we've never had a home run. This is soccer, but you know what I mean. And now if we could just all get them all firing at the same time, then
Yeah.
it'd be great. It'd be great. But yeah, Peck, really happy with that. I mean, if I liked putting names on my jerseys, it would be Peck's probably right now. But then again, it was paint so early in the season, so
Ah, just get the 3 P's back there. Fuck it.
get number. I can't think right now.
Number 3. Put 3 P's and then put 3.
102,281. No wait, that was wrong. Nah, never mind. Whatever. I was trying to get all their I was trying to get all their numbers. I can't think right now. Tired. That was way off. I'll take that off and post edit. So yeah. Overall, the game felt like a Sunday late game on a holiday weekend.
Late Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got the win, though. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
We badly needed it after that loss. However, we get the win. Fuck it. I'll take it. I'll take it, and we move on to the next week where we can regroup and hopefully we get that Puj and Fagundes again for next week.
Oh, so you want that one? You're banking on that one?
Yeah, that would be nice.
All right, cool. Well, let's get to some questions, and we can bring that as an argument another time. So on Instagram, Logan Jones says we seriously need a striker. I think so too.
This is quite a
It
topic.
could, I know it's crazy though because again the goals, the goals he gets are the goals, yeah, the tap ins, the goals I can make, and now with the
But he's in the spot.
yeah, well, if not for that, then the fact that we're always an injury away from Miguel Berry, right? That's also another reason.
I think that's the biggest reason, honestly.
Yeah.
Miguel Berry, man, why? I would have preferred to have Preston Judd there, dude. Preston Judd would have at least faster.
Are you sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. He's probably cheap. He's cheaper too.
Did you see when he played against us? He had the same amount of misses Dejan had all season in one game.
He just had his Galaxy jersey on that day. That's all.
Ex-Fern Dog. So far, Painter hasn't impressed me. So far, that's not fair to say. Lately, he hasn't impressed me.
There you go.
And he says, pass, 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 forward pass, back pass, repeat.
Forgot the goal. He forgot the goal.
That's what he said. I'm not writing this. Jesse the Thug. I guess stay stugging on Instagram. That's what's up. So is Painter okay? Feel like the game has been pretty off. Is it mental? Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Yeah. There's definitely, not the pep in the step is not there, and yeah, it's something's up. We know that much. We could see it.
Yeah.
RPE de Raza 83. Is Brugman injury more serious than we once thought? Again, heard it through the grapevine. He's been put in the season-ending injury list, and it's been pretty quiet in Galaxy Land. So if somebody can confirm that in the chat, that'd be great. But that's the word going around in the playground.
Ooh,
and last,
that's a big miss right there.
Last, Pokesaurus 96. Is Painsil overrated? I don't think so because he showed what he's got. It's just we don't know what's happening lately.
Yeah, no, I agree. Not overrated, not underrated. He's rated.
He's rated.
I think he's just rated.
He's just rated. All right, cool.
He's the guy. He's the guy. Trust me. He's just having a bad stretch of games.
That's some good podcasting right there, Willis.
It's just rated.
All right, cool. Well, that does it for the questions. Thank you guys for bringing up those questions, and thank you guys for rocking with us here on this Sunday night. We're actually getting close to Monday. We're about 18 minutes away from Monday. So,
Hey-o.
If there's nothing else, Willis, I'm ready to go meet
Sunday out. Ready to Sunday out. Cool.
Yes. I'm ready to end the show today before we get to
instead of tomorrow. That's cool with me. I'm down. Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's go Vibes with Aeon.
Again, thank you everybody for tuning in on this late Sunday night. We did the best we could with what we got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We definitely enjoy doing this. Make sure to subscribe, share, and put people on News Across the Galaxy. But make sure it's when everyone's on, because me and Willis, the chemistry, it's like Fagundes and Puj. Willis is Puj, by the way. If you want to find me on social media, you can find me as Eddie Nags. Oh, sorry, not social media, only Twitter, never X, like Edgar says. Make sure to tune into the midweek show. Edgar does great work on that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, this we were hesitant to do the LAFC one, and I think that's actually been one of the better ones. And then we've had people like Kavin Show And oh man, I'm losing my Christian Polanco on here. So.
Yeah.
So, but this LAFC one was actually one of the better ones in my opinion. You know, the guy was actually not a douchebag, which is shocking. So yeah, so make sure to tune into the midweek show. It's actually really really great, and you get to like other a perspective from other podcasts and you know the way things go down in their towns. But anyways, Willis, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram as well. I am a realtor. I talk other things about houses and stuff.
And he gives away houses weekly. So
Weekly, tune in.
All right, and before we go, and if you want to comment on this, go for it, Willis. U.S. Soccer Federation, fuck, it's fucked up right now. So, dude, keep putting your voices out there, from fucking Diego Luna getting left out and doing whatever the fuck they're doing over there, to these guys not even sure if they're gonna fire Berhalter, and then rumored that Cherundolo is gonna be the next coach. And I'll say this: you got to get rid of it's not even the Leva thing. It's the fact that I think we got to look out of MLS, because none of these coaches are gonna get the respect of these guys that play in other top clubs. So, U.S. stop being tight with that wallet. Look outside. Make your voices heard, dude. There's a big tournament coming up. If you like the U.S., I mean, you might be another national team fan, but that's okay too. But if you're a U.S. fan, make your voices heard. Don't buy Volkswagens. Don't buy Chipotle. Don't buy Trulies. Don't buy whatever else they fucking are sponsored.
Budweiser's only, baby. Let's go.
There you go. What he said. And that pretty much does it for us. For Willis, myself, Dave John over there. This has been another episode of News Across the Galaxy. We won't get up out of here. Till next time, keep on nagging. Berhalter out.
Just keep on nagging.